Police and fire crews are working to clean up the remnants of the small plane you can see behind me after the pilot crashed during an emergency landing he had to make after having some engine problems. Now, if you take a look behind me, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. The plane is completely flipped upside down. Now, take a look at this. This is what some residents are saying they woke up to in their drinking water early this morning, and many of them are outraged, saying their water company isn't doing much to help. Now, this isn't Miller's first offense. According to officials, he's actually a very violent criminal and was out on bond for another murder when he shot and killed the stranger. Good evening, I'm Emani Reel. Thanks for joining me. We begin tonight with a breaking news alert from Northwest Harris County, where an auto repair worker was shot. Early this morning, a fire erupted on a barge carrying over 1 million gallons of a highly flammable chemical. And if you take a look right behind me, you can see crews are still hard at work hours later, spraying water onto the scene, hoping to dilute the mess. Drinks and grilling, it's likely to be the scene this weekend, but dermatologists say that this may be burning you more than the sun.
Most of them are emaciated. Their tailbones are sticking out, their rib bones, their backbones. You name it, you can count every bone on their body.
For many, this was a hard scene to stomach. A 3-month-old colt struggling to walk. Another limping across the field. This one collapsing to the ground in the heat, needing an IV in over an hour's time to stand again.
They said he probably doesn't have a chance. He died within a few hours.
This morning, dozens from the Houston SPCA and local volunteers stormed the ranch to provide medical assessments and save those left with a fighting chance.
I mean, this is no small undertaking by any stretch of the imagination, but we're working through it.
This all boils down to what's best for the animals.
But former employees say the mistreatment of these animals has taken place for years, and when ranch owners force them to partake in the activity, they quit.
In my mind, I'm like, this isn't right.
Christopher Keith says around 30 horses have died under the care of the ranch owners, and he was often told to transport these bodies to what was known as the boneyard.
We were told, tarp it up, make sure no one can see what it is. They're just taking them out there and dumping them in this little wood grove on this other guy's property.
Last night, the owners Herman and Kathleen Hoffman were arrested, facing multiple counts of animal neglect. The pair told KPRC on the phone that it was the employees, not themselves, who were abusing the animals, saying, quote, "They did not do what they were told. They did not feed the animals they were told. They were lying to us." The SPCA estimates it will cost $500,000 to properly care for the horses. Reporting in Conroe, Texas, Emani Reel, KPRC Channel 2 News. Here is the first look we're getting inside of that cell where Sandra Bland spent her final days.
The jailer looked through the window and observed Miss Bland hanging from her privacy partition in her cell.
This all started about a week ago during what should have been a routine traffic stop.
And then
I will light you up. Get out!
Wow.
But quickly escalated to a scuffle and arrest.
Sit up on your butt.
Slam my head into the ground.
Sit up on your butt.
Care about that.
Investigators have ruled Bland's death a suicide by hanging, but loved ones and activists are skeptical, saying Bland just received her dream job at her alma mater and would never kill herself.
We have absolutely no comfort, solace, or peace that this is an atmosphere where justice will be meted out. We are in a state of emergency.
Quite frankly, we don't trust that we're getting all the information.
Information like why jail staff didn't follow procedure and check on Bland every hour as required by the state. It's something the Waller County Sheriff says was a mistake.
That is not the jail standard. That is not what was required, and physical observation should have been done.
Vicious, poisonous bloodworms. It's not what you'd expect to see flowing from your faucet.
It's outrageous. I just can't get past that. We live in this day and age and this has happened.
This mother of four was running water for her daughter's bath when she saw the worms and stopped her daughter from getting in.
To think I was about to get in the water and take a shower, I would have little red bugs crawling around in my hair.
Some Winfrey residents who have been constantly drinking the contaminated water aren't so lucky.
I'm not feeling well, no. I hadn't felt good probably for about a month in the stomach, and I talked to 2 other neighbors that's been sick too.
Residents say they called their water company multiple times for help, but are getting the runaround.
And this is who residents are saying is responsible for that venomous drinking water that they have, but the company is saying something different.
J&S Water Company released this statement to Channel 2 saying, quote, "We tested all samples in the system but have not found any evidence of bloodworms. We flushed the system, ran chlorinated water through it, and issued a boil water notice in the interest of protecting the public." Officials say they are making a trip to collect more samples by the end of the week. In the meantime, the city is providing fresh water and showers for the residents until the problem has been resolved. Reporting from Winfrey, Emani Payne, KPRC, Channel 2 News.